Hey folks, Matt from artoftheimage.com. An interesting viewer comment that raises the question, begs the question, do you think that current cameras should be 4K capable? Obviously there's two camps on this because I get a lot of feedback that, I only shoot photos and I don't need my camera to be video camera. But I kind of think that's old thinking, because if I offered you a very capable camera that you're perfectly happy with and for no extra cost, 4K video built in, wouldn't you take it? Or would you say, no, I want a different one that doesn't have the video? And that's been part of my problem with the 5D Mark IV from Canon, is that they set the pace that was their really good hybrid video camera, and then they dropped the ball when they went to the Mark IV and made it very hard to do 4K video with it. So we've had this debate going on. And we have a viewer writing in here with exactly that thought. Mikhail Campbell, his YouTube username, says, writing in a response to Dunny Monster's comment on a video about this, Matt is so biased because Nikon blows on image quality. Canon is awesome with image quality. I don't give a damn about video because I would rather buy one of Canon's Cinema Line DSLRs for that pro video instead of DSLRs for video. Send a message for Matt because he needs this info. Well, thank you for your feedback, Mikhail. First of all, I would beg to differ. I would totally disagree with you, because in general, when you're talking about image quality for photography, Nikon wipes the floor with Canon. And most people wouldn't disagree with that. They have better high ISO, they have better dynamic ranges, better performing sensors. Canon hasn't really caught up to Nikon on that. I'm not saying Canon is bad for sensors, but Nikon beats them consistently in real-world tests and in lab tests. And I've always said that as far as photography is concerned. Now, if we flip over to video, it's a different situation. If you don't need 4K, like for instance, I think the Canon 80D or the M5 is a better hybrid video camera than anything right now that Nikon has. And so if you're heavily into video and photography, I would recommend one of those, as long as you don't need 4K. I can't, in good conscience, recommend the Canon 5D Mark IV because, while I'm sure it's a quite capable photo camera, I know it is. I've seen it, friends that use it. It's a great stills camera, but it's not really a good hybrid stills video camera, which is what Canon has led us to understand that the 5D line should be. I mean, the 5D3 was great for that. So that's why most of us feel it was a letdown for a hybrid stills video camera. And as far as to your point about I would rather buy one of Canon's Cinema Line DSLRs, well, that's very, very expensive. And I think most people aren't going to do that. And I think technology's moved along and everybody else is offering it. Can you sit back and ignore your competition? Which is essentially what Canon's doing. Everybody else is, 4K has become the de facto standard now. You know, most cameras now are going to have 4K in them. At least with the progressive companies, Sony, Fuji, Panasonic, Olympus. Nikon is rolling it out. Not in all of them, but more so than what we have in the Canon lineup. So can Canon sit on its laurels and not give its users what everybody else is giving them? Is it important to you? I think even those that are saying it's not important surely must recognize and understand that Canon is stripping features that other manufacturers are giving you. And when all else is said and done at the end of the day, that's going to get old for a lot of people. It's like a car manufacturer giving you a lot more, and finally you just can't take it anymore, and you're like, okay, I've been a Chevy fan all my life, but Ford is now giving us so much more for the same price, I can't ignore it. That's what I think is going to start happening to Canon, and even to Nikon, if they don't start speeding up the pace and staying at the forefront of what's going on with cameras. It is a declining industry, unfortunately, as far as sales and whatnot, but I think they need to. What do you guys think, though? Do you disagree? Are you like Mikhail, who doesn't care about video? And do you think I'm off base? I don't really see how I could be, because again, if that's what the competition is providing, and all of the competition pretty much, Can the one stay? How long can you maintain good sales in your pole position without keeping up with the rest on features? Maybe you can for a while, but let's all remember Kodak. The Kodak story fell from grace pretty quick after being a huge industry leader. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Is this that important, or am I out to lunch? Let me know. Let's talk about it. Thanks for your feedback, Mikhail. Always like to hear a different point of view, especially a well thought out one. And stay tuned. We'll be back soon here at artoftheimage.com. Thanks.